we're live. I'm not doing YouTube. I'm not doing LP history. God, no. I should have, Wayne, I should have gotten that brush. My hair is awful. Oh, God, there's a whole brush story. But anyway, yes, I'm in a car. We're heading back to DIA. Those of you following my Twitter journey, which, 17,000 of my closest friends have been. Yeah, Southwest yesterday. And y'all know I'm a Southwest girl. Like, that's all I fly. I mean, part of it is because I have such a terrible flying phobia and I don't like surprises and get super autistic about it. So I fly Southwest because I'm used to them, but also because I bring 20 pairs of shoes and you can have 2 pieces of luggage for free. So that's one reason why I fly Southwest. I think that was 2 reasons. But yesterday, getting ready to go, as I do, and was going to be going to the Oregon Convention, which is on Sunday, tomorrow. But they had like social activities for today, and I'm going to be their convention secretary. It's the first time I've been asked to go to a convention to be their convention secretary rather than their parliamentarian. So I was going to go and do their activities today. I was going to be hiking. Obviously, I'm not. I'm still in Colorado. And got a text that my flight was delayed by 2 hours, but it had a connecting flight. That right there is an annoyance. How can they tell you? They know, because you booked it all with them, that you're doing a hop skip thing. How can they just text you and go, oh, well, the first part of it is delayed by 2 hours when your layover was only like 45 minutes, meaning you'd miss your layover. Rather than giving you options at that moment, be like, okay, this one got delayed. We realize you have a layover, so this is now your new layover flight. Or call us because we just completely fucked up your trip. Yes, I know I'm not going to be monetized. So super chat, you're always welcome. I hit monetization no, because I knew I was going to get lathered up. It's just taking me a little while. So, okay, I was like, of Oregon and hang out there. So, I called them. And one good thing about Southwest rather than Spirit, you can actually call them and talk to somebody. So I called them and they're like, oh, well, we have another one we can put you on. It's a direct flight. It's a little bit later. I'm like, fine. So everything was great. Then that flight got delayed by 2 hours. So now I'm at the airport for like 3.5 hours now with all these delays. The announcement comes on that they're getting ready to board for this flight. 10 minutes before we're supposed to board, they cancel it. And now I'm in the airport in the middle of the night. And I get a text going, we've rebooked you for Sunday. What fucking world is it like, oh, you wanted to go to Oregon on Friday, we're sure going on Sundays, just fine. What? Not asking. Like, I could see if they rebooked you for the next morning, automatically doing that might be somewhat reasonable, but for 2 days later, that is bad shit. Like, that, you're already pissing your customer off by canceling the flight. By just assuming leaving 2 days later, they don't know I live in Denver. For all I know, I was visiting Denver, just got dropped off at the airport. What, I mean, be like that guy who lives in the airport for 2 days? Like, that just pissed me off twice. So they already pissed you off once, so I got pissed off twice. And I was like, and already there was weather in Denver, so I'm going to give Southwest that. There was a lot of problems in Denver yesterday. In fact, so many problems that when we were sitting waiting, because I was with other people who had gotten rebooked on this flight, there was this guy, and I don't blame him, so I'm not criticizing the guy. I should have gotten out my camera. I don't know why I didn't. I was so freaked out is why I didn't. Who Southwest pissed him off so badly, he just started losing his ever-loving shit in the middle of the terminal. And people are already nervous flying. So, hey, I got a super chat. Yes, thank you. Because you know I'm going to be dropping the fucking F-bombs. You know I'm going to be dropping fucking F-bombs when I say fucking F-bombs. When I say fuck and then abbreviate fuck, that's when you know. Okay, so this guy loses his shit in the middle of the airport. He is shrieking, and security is escorting him out. And we're all looking at each other because, you know, you're in an airport, you're already a little, you know. And we're just like looking at each other until like break the mood. I was like, I think he's a bit upset. But like, it was really thick in the air that people thought violence was going to break out. Like, I literally thought a riot was going to break out. Like, it was very nerve-wracking. But then, you know, things chilled, and then now I know the texts are for convenience, but when they're canceling a flight when they know you're there because it's 10 minutes before boarding, they shouldn't tell you by text. You're at the gate. They should personally tell you. So here we all are with our phones, sitting there, and you hear every phone at the same time. Ding, because we all got the text. And everyone looked at their phone and looked at each other at the same time. And I swear, I hope they gave their employee like a 2-minute warning before that text went out, because I would not want to have been the Southwest person, because I think it could have gone either way at that point. Like, that poor person, I felt bad for the employees, because can you imagine if they didn't know and they know that ding and everyone looking at their phone at the same thing? They're probably like, oh shit, where's like where's the bomb shelter? Like, let's run! You know, that's how I would have felt if I worked for Southwest at that point. And no, like, oh God, it was awful. And they can't help you there. Like, they don't even tell you, go to, you know, that little booth there and we'll talk to you, see what we can do, whatever. No. If you've ever been to DIA, it's a fucking train ride back to the terminal, like literally. It's like 25 minutes away. So you're seething that whole time. And they can't help you there in the gate. So I'm like, no, I'm not going and waiting in that long ass line. So I got on the phone. I figured I'd be waiting on the phone too, but I'd rather go sit in my own little corner and wait on the phone rather than in a line full of angry people that could break out in violence at any moment. That's really how I felt the whole time. So I got on the phone, and the lady's like, there are no other flights. And I was like, I don't think you understand me. No, that's not an acceptable answer. I have to be in Portland tomorrow. She goes, is there another airport you can fly out of? I go, sure, Colorado Springs. Southwest flies out of Colorado Springs. She checks. Nothing out of Colorado Springs. Is there another airport you can go to? Okay, now it's like, you work for Southwest. I think you're aware of the state of Colorado. You're aware of what airports you fly out of. Yeah, I'm gonna drive to another state. I'm in Denver. I'm gonna drive to another state to fly to Portland. Yeah, okay, I'll just drive to Austin. Would that be cool? Like, that was the dumbest question. No, there's not another airport I can go to. I'm in Denver. I'm trying to fly Southwest. You have 2 airports in Colorado. So I said, you run a nationwide airline. There is a flight to Portland tomorrow, and you're finding it for me. I don't care if you have to take me on a countrywide tour to every fucking airport in the United States to finally end up in Portland. I am going to Portland tomorrow. I have something I have to do on Sunday. Getting there on Sunday is too late. What about that did I stutter on? Okay. The lady was actually nice. I wasn't the nicest person, so she was actually very nice. The best person I dealt with was the lady on the phone with Southwest. I'll say that. I wish I had her name, because I'd give her a shout out, because she had a lot of patience with me. They're always really nice on the phone at Southwest, so I'll give Southwest that. Because I'm going to not be giving Southwest some credit in a minute. So let me give credit where I can. I'm on hold for a long time, but that's okay. Because she's having to, you know, she's like, I got a crazy lady on the phone. I want to get off this phone call. She probably, like, I don't know. She probably, like, broke out the little mini bar in her desk. Like, this needs a shot. So anyway, she does get me to Portland. So I'm on my way right now to the airport. And if they cancel this flight, like, they probably have a code. You know, crazy pink-haired lady losing her shit is going to be the code at DIA today if I don't get on this fucking airplane. So I'm going from Denver to Albuquerque, changing planes. Going from Albuquerque to Las Vegas, changing planes. Then I'm going from Las Vegas to Portland, and I'm getting there at 10 o'clock tonight. I mean, I can't complain about all the hops, because I told the lady I'm getting there. I don't care how many airports I have to get through. So she really did above and beyond. But if any of these planes are late or delayed, like, there's not much layover time in between here. And I lost my wallet, by the way. It's probably at DIA. That's going to be fun. Good thing I had my credit card and my ID in my travel vest. Why even bring my wallet? I have no fucking idea. But I have another debit card in there that's probably all spent. So I got to go to Lost and Found too. I left a message with them. Whatever. Whatever. Somebody's got my hot pink wallet. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah. So, I'm like, okay. Now I want to go get my luggage. Because my medication is in my luggage. And don't even try with me in chat that you're not supposed to put your medication in your luggage, because I'm getting to that. But I do I'm sorry I'm in the car and I couldn't thank personally who gave me the super chat. I'll look at it later, because this is going to be an ongoing saga. I'm going to update all day. So I'm like, I call Wayne. I'm like, you got to come get me. And he's like, really? I could tell he was in his, you know, not in his traveling clothes. So anyway, Wayne's a sport. You know that. There's Wayne. And so he leaves to come get me. And I'm like, I got to go get my luggage, though. So I go to get my luggage, and they won't give it to me. They go, your luggage is going on the next flight to Portland. Or the flight we rebooked you on. I'm like, that's Sunday. I'm like, how do you even know now I still want to go to Portland? How did you just assume that it was okay when you canceled my flight to send my fucking luggage to Portland? And then the lady's like, but are you going? And I felt like saying, this is the Libertarian. It's none of your fucking business where I'm going. I want my goddamn luggage. I'm like, my medication is literally in that luggage. I want my luggage. It's here. I'm here. The next flight to Portland isn't till tomorrow. It's not on a plane. I know it's like 100 miles away because of how DIA is, but it's here, and I want my fucking luggage. And this lady was snotty. She was horrible. And then she sent me to go talk to somebody else, which was probably a good thing, because I was having it at that point. So then I go in the line to talk to somebody else. So this is a million lines. And they're like, well, per FAA regulations or whatever, when you checked your bag, they told you, they asked you, do you have any medication in your luggage? I'm like, no, they didn't. They did not. And this gal at the other counter, she was patient. She called her manager over, and then the manager starts telling me about the fine print on the website, and I literally like gave the talk to the, I'm like, no, stop. I go, and then I said, I don't give a shit which, and I used the wrong 3-letter abbreviation, and she corrects me, and I at that point literally did say, I do not give a flying fuck what 3-letter government regulatory agency is the right one to be quoting here. I want my luggage. It's my luggage. You have it. You canceled my flight. Okay, we'll get it for you, but we can't tell you when it will be brought. It could be tomorrow. In other words, they're telling me, we'll get it for you, but you might have to sit here till tomorrow in the airport. What? It's the most crazy shit I ever heard. And it's not even, and I know, you know, like this isn't everybody, but it's not even like my luggage would be hard to find. It's hot pink, okay? It's like in the room of luggage, this isn't difficult. That's why I get hot pink luggage. I'm like, I'm not waiting here till tomorrow, so whatever. And I go, okay, I'm rebooked to Portland. Will my luggage be there? This is the answer. I shit you not. This is the answer to the question, will my luggage be there? Probably. The bitch literally said, probably. And no. I was like, oh, no, there's no have my shit. It probably. Literally. She said it multiple times. And then tapped around on the computer for a while, and I half suspected she wasn't looking at shit. She was just doing that to make it look like she was trying to do something for me. She was probably like looking at her Facebook or something, which is what I would do if I had some crazy pink-haired like person in front of me screaming about the government. And like she's I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Again, she might have been tweeting, I got a crazy pink-haired bitch in front of me, what do I do? That'd be funny if I found her Twitter. I actually would like friend that person who did that. That'd be actually funny. But allegedly she was looking up my luggage, and then she got a manager over, and you know, I kept telling them multiple times, listen, I know I'm really upset. I'm not upset at you guys. You just work here. I hope you're getting very stiff drinks after this shift. Your life must be hell today. I go, I am mad, but I'm mad at your company. I'm not mad at you. Except for that one bitch up that was snotty to me. I am mad at her. I was mad at her personally. It was personal with her. But the other ones who were doing the best they can, I wasn't mad at them. Like, their life sucked. It sucked to be a Southwest employee at DIA yesterday. And then finally the manager goes, it will be in Portland. Hold on, where's it? And in order to make me feel better, which I don't, oh, yes, okay, so they gave me a courtesy. It's a courtesy. And you want to know how many times they wanted to tell me they were doing a courtesy for me? I was about to bitch slap at that point. Yeah, courtesy. I got this courtesy lost delayed baggage receipt. So, whatever, we'll see. And I know showing this up, like my address and shit's on here. My address is so fucking public. It's in the notes, literally, on this YouTube channel. So please don't somebody put in comment, oh, you might want to take down your video and show your address. My address is everywhere. You can't stay private when you're a public figure like me. So I have people who send me shit all the time. Please don't send me something weird. But like, I had people send me like really cool shit. Like, I got this Harambe wax figure. Yeah, I know I'm really getting way off in a tangent. You want to send me something cool, send me something cool. And maybe send me my luggage, because you might be able to send it to me prior to Southwest does. So that luggage better be in fucking Portland. Anyway, allegedly, it's going to be in Portland. Now, here's the question I have for you. Riddle me this. How can they just assume that it's okay to send your luggage somewhere when they canceled your flight? Why don't they? I know this is like, I'm just really smooth brained. that must be why I can't figure this out. Why don't they, when they cancel your flight, have you, when you're at the gate where your luggage allegedly is, ask you at that point, do you want us to send your luggage down to the carousels, or do you want it to go on the next flight because you're going to rebook somehow? That seems really logical to me, rather than to just assume. Because perhaps because you couldn't rebook, you don't take the trip anymore. Meanwhile, your luggage is going on that fucking trip, whether you want to go on that trip or not. Yeah. And don't give me the speech, you weren't supposed to put your medication on your luggage. The reason I put my medication on my luggage is because I forget shit, and I pack ahead of time, and I have it already bagged. Like, that's the way I do it. I know I'm just gonna have to do it a different way. How about, instead of you telling me, don't put my medication on my luggage, you don't fuck with my luggage? I think that's the better solution. How about that? Cash me outside, how about that, right? My God. And I know there's something like I'm even forgetting here with this whole saga. So we're on the way back. I haven't gotten a text yet from Southwest that this flight's been fucked with. I shouldn't probably curse myself right now. And okay, of course, to add insult to injury, I'm like in the last boarding group because, you know, whatever. You would think for all of this, they'd at least put me in that A1 through 15 boarding group that no one ever pays for, because it's fucking Southwest. We're a bunch of cheap asses. No one's paying for that upgrade. You'd think they would at least do that. Because oh yeah, here's the other thing. So I tell the lady, I'm like, you can look me up. I fly 20 something flights a year on average with Southwest because I travel a lot to conventions. And you don't know this, but I only fly Southwest unless you don't go to the place I'm going. What are you guys going to do for me for all of this? It was weather. We don't do anything. Oh my God. Okay. Like, they couldn't even like try to pretend to give me some drink tickets. Like not even that. Or the upgraded boarding position, which costs them nothing. Nothing. They do nothing for you. And I didn't even get a personal apology till like at the very end there. It's like, really? They should be giving people, at least if you've gone so far to get to the mat. I just realized I was a total Karen. I got to talk to the fucking manager. You get to the point where you're talking to the manager, they should at least give you some kind of voucher. I'm sorry, even if it's a cheap ass one, because statistically half the people don't use them anyway. A lot of people don't travel that much. I would use it. But are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Yes, I Karen'd yesterday. I didn't even ask though to talk to the manager. The chick just called the manager because she was like,
she bailed out.
Yeah, she saw the flaming hair and she was just like, yeah, no, this is probably going to go really badly. So she called the manager. I don't ask to talk to the manager. When your name's Karen, you just, unless you're like that kind of Karen. So yeah, so I started doing research. I know what I wanted to say. I started doing research. So they're like, oh, because of weather, we're not required to do anything for you. I didn't ask you if you were required to. I was just bitching about the government. I'm not a required person. I'm like, you should do this. You can look me up. I'm an A-list preferred because I fly so much. Like, if you look and you see you have a good customer that you want to keep, you should try to keep that customer. Like, that's just good business. That's fucking capitalism. No, because it's weather. So I started researching, and turns out there's a big scandal in the airline industry because there is laws and whatever that they have to do things for you if it's not weather. So they call everything weather. One day there's going to be a huge class action lawsuit. I know it. I'm not going to be the one looking for it. But I'm going to get that little postcard in the mail one day that says, oh, you know, because you flied, you know, 10 million gazillion flights on to have been corrupt pieces of shit, calling everything weather. Do you want to join in? I always join in on those shits. I've gotten hundreds of dollars over the years. Always send back those postcards, because one day you'll just get a check in the mail and you'll be like, okay, I didn't have to do anything for that. Some lawyer just made off, though, I'll tell you that. But yeah, weather. But here's the other thing. My autistic ass is getting to the bottom of this. How did they not know until 10 minutes before boarding time that that flight was going to be canceled? Where was that flight coming from? Because we were told the plane was on its way. Did it get a flat? Did an engine fall off? Like, what happened? Because there's no way you didn't know earlier than 10 minutes before boarding time that that flight wasn't going to be there. Unless it crashed. Like, we're not talking about cars. We're talking about, unless, I'm going to give them an out, because they do shuttles back and forth between Denver and Colorado Springs, which is about a 40-minute, it was, between everything. If it was coming from Colorado Springs and something happened, then I can understand them not knowing. But if it was like coming from fucking Florida, they knew. I have the flight number. There are like people who are like really into airplanes that, like, there are all kinds of websites where you can track where that flight was coming from, where it went, what happened. My ass is researching. And I'm finding out how soon they knew that flight was going to be canceled. Because this Karen will fucking get on the phone to Southwest once I figure this out. And I will, at that point, ask to talk to the manager. I got to get the haircut first. I need the little bob. Because I believe they knew more than 10 minutes before boarding time that that flight was going to be canceled. And I can tell you, the Southwest employees at DIA didn't know, because they were just as shocked. And that's not right to do to your employees either. So, as you can tell, I had a really good time last night. I was like so fucking stressed out. Like, we got home like 11:30, I guess. I slept till almost 11 o'clock today. Like, it was a 12-hour sleep. Because between the LP, which already gives me, I felt way more than enough stress. You know, I can't wait to make the graphic for this video. I know right now it's just my face, but I am whipping out Photoshop while I'm waiting at the airport and doing a graphic. You can bet your sweet ass I am. I'm not that great with Photoshop, but it should be funny. But anyway, I'm going to keep you guys updated each step of the way, because this has now become my Southwest adventure. And anyone who knows me knows I'm not like an anti-South. I love fucking Southwest until yesterday. And if that's just a momentary blip, okay. But I think I still will be ass mad for years unless they do something for me. Like, and you know, like, I'm fucking obsessed. I'll mention this like every video for 10 years. You guys will be like, enough about Southwest. Like, get over it. But no, this just wasn't right. Like, this is not the way to do capitalism, Southwest. Not if you want to be a successful company and keep good customers. Because one thing I am is like fucking loyal to Southwest. And they bent me over and screwed me without lube. And didn't even, like, you know, buy me dinner. That ain't right. If you're gonna fuck me, you can at least buy me dinner. Okay, well, we're almost there. My phone's about to lose charge, and I gotta go to Lost and Found and try to find my wallet. So I'll keep you guys updated. Now I gotta figure out where the end button is on this thing. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, bye-bye.